Everybody wants, every one of us needs. I got wings on my back and I'm ready to leave. There is love in my heart that will help me to start my journey to within. With faith I must begin. Everybody wants, every one of us needs. I got wings on my back and I'm ready to leave. Heart of my soul wants to race through the skies to get what I want, to reach what I need. Part of my soul wants to race through the skies to get what I want.
Om Shanti. Good evening, everyone. Is Ambika going to give the introduction today also? Will she be repeating everything what we learned yesterday? Ambika, will you be giving the introduction of what we learned yesterday? Then who's going to give it? Okay, who is going to tell me what happened? What did we learn yesterday? Okay, Prisha is raising her hand. Okay, so Prisha, I'm unmuting you. Yes, you can tell me. You can tell all of us that what we learned yesterday. Wait, unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. No, your voice is not audible. Unmute yourself. Yes, now unmute yourself.
Three types of thoughts.
Who's speaking?
Ashwin,
Okay. Yes, Harsh.
Didi.
Yeah.
Can I say, Harshita, what we learned tomorrow? I mean
Yes,
yesterday.
please. Yes, please go on. Please go on.
That we learned us mind, intellect, and resolve.
Yes, your intellect, your mind, and your
Resolves and where soul will be sitting.
okay. Where is the soul sitting?
Ma'am, it will be sitting between the brain over here. Where we'll put.
What is the position of the soul? Here. We
Yeah, ma'am.
all are sitting here. We
Yeah.
all are point of lights. We all are small stars. We all are sitting here.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
मैम प्रकृति
Yes.
के बीच में.
प्रकृति के बीच में. Okay. What else did we learn yesterday?
4 types of thoughts.
How many types of thoughts were there?
Ma'am, positive thought and negative thought. Thought
And
thought.
positive thoughts, negative thoughts, and
Waste thought.
Waste thought.
waste thoughts, and
Necessary thoughts.
necessary thoughts.
Necessary thoughts.
Thoughts.
Okay. So you all understood the difference between these thoughts?
Yes,
Okay.
Didi.
So can I ask one or two questions, a couple of questions from you?
Yes,
Let me see
ma'am.
who answers. Okay.
Yes, Didi.
So who's doing the thinking inside the soul?
Soul. Ma'am. The soul. Brain. Mind.
Who?
Mind.
Correct. Mind is thinking inside the soul.
Ma'am, mind.
Good. And who's doing the decision making part inside the soul?
Intellect.
Who's making the decisions?
Intellect.
Intellect is making the decisions. Intellect is making the decisions. And if I do something wrong, then how it's going to impact me?
Impression. Impression.
If I do something wrong, then it's going to leave an impression on the soul. On the soul. If I if I'm going to do something right, then also it's going to leave an impression on the soul. And all these impressions are recorded on the soul. So based on those impressions, something good or something bad happens to us in return. For example, if I'm going to throw white ball on the wall, then the white ball is going to hit the wall and come back to me, right? And if I'm going to throw a black ball to the wall, the black ball is going to hit the wall and is going to come back to me. So if I do something good for someone, it's going to leave a good impression on the soul, and as a result, something good is going to come to me. If I'll be doing something bad to someone, then it's going to come back to me. Something bad is going to come back to me. So we all should be doing good. We all should be deciding what we should do, what we should not do. So there is today I'm going to tell you a beautiful story based on that. I just reminded of a story. Once what happened, there was a farmer. His name was Ram Singh. And that farmer, he was having a very big land, and he was a very good person. He was a good farmer, and he used to do lot of make lot of efforts and do lot of hard work on his field. So his field was growing lot of plants, a lot of things were growing there. But there was another farmer in his village, and that farmer, his name was Khet Singh. And that farmer was very envious of Ram Singh, because the Khet Singh was very jealous of Ram Singh, seeing that his farm is having so many crops and his farm is flourishing so much. And on the other hand, Khet Singh's land was not that fertile, and Khet Singh's crops were not that growing. So Khet Singh was really jealous of Ram Singh. So what did he do? What did he do? One day, when Ram Singh was not there in the field, Khet Singh went to Ram Singh's field and he set Ram Singh's field to fire. He burned his crops. He burnt all his crops. And then Ram Singh was really amazed to see, oh my God, all my crops are burned now. What to do, what not to do? Then all the villages, all the farmers of that village and the rest of the people of the village, they started saying to Ram Singh that you should really take revenge from Khet Singh, because he burnt all your crops. So you should really take revenge from him. Then Ram Singh said, okay, I will do that. I will do that. One day I will definitely take revenge from him. One day I will definitely take revenge from Khet Singh. He burned all my crops. One day I'll do that. And then all the farmers and the rest of the people of the villages, they were kind of, instigating. They were kind of telling Ram Singh that why don't you take revenge? Why don't you take revenge from Khet Singh? So he said, no, one day will come. There is going to be a day when I will definitely take revenge from him. So when there was a day, one day what happened, Khet Singh, he met with an accident. And when he was hospitalized, and then what happened, Ram Singh came to know about it. And then the villagers, they went to Ram Singh and said, I think this is a very good time to take revenge from Khet Singh. So Ram Singh said, yes, today is a good day to take revenge from Khet Singh. So let us all go and see him in hospital. So he went there. So he went to the hospital. And what happened after few days, those villagers, the rest of the villagers, they were seeing that Ram Singh and Khet Singh, they both became very good friends. They both were, they both were with each other. They were having food each other, and they were doing all the hard work together. And they were, the Khet Singh was bowing in front of Ram Singh. So, seeing that change, everyone asked Ram Singh, "Oh my God, what happened to Khet Singh? How did he change? And why was he bowing in front of you? What happened? So, didn't you take revenge from him? So, what happened that day when you went to the hospital?" So, Ram Singh said, "Yes, I did take a revenge from Khet Singh. You know what did I do? What did I do? When I went to the hospital, the nurse told me that Khet Singh's life is in danger. So, in order to save him, we need blood. So, I donated my blood to Khet Singh. And when he donated his blood to Khet Singh's life was saved. And that's how Khet Singh realized that how ignorant I was. He was my friend, he was my well wisher, and I did such bad thing to him that I spoiled and burnt his crops. So he realized that he is a good friend, he is a good person, and he saved my life. Just imagine if if Ram Singh would have just gone to Khet Singh in the hospital and just killed him there, then, or did something wrong to him, then what would have happened? What would have happened? Both of them would have ended up into a big rivalry. Both of them would have ended up becoming enemies of each other, and in the long run they would have spoiled the families of each other, and that's how each and everything would have been spoiled. But Ram Singh's decision of ending up everything, of making a good relation with Khet Singh, making him his friend and forgiving him for what he did to him, actually made both of them good friends, right? Isn't it? So that was the idea. Sometimes we as children, what do we do? What do we do? Sometimes if a friend of mine or a colleague of mine in the school is coming to me and hitting me, and then what would I do? One day I'll be thinking, I will be taking this revenge. You hit me that day, na? Today I am going to hit you and I will take revenge from you. Huh? Isn't it? So we think like that, na? So you hit me that day, so I will be hitting you. You did that thing to me, you didn't help me that day, so I won't help you. So these kind of things leave a lasting impression on the soul. So I am thinking wrong. So if I will be thinking that way, it's not going to change the other person. It's not going to change the other child. So if we really want every one of us to be changed, then we have to change ourselves. If we are changed, if we are positive, then each and everything is going to change. People are going to change. Okay? Was that a good story? Was that a good story? So we should not think of taking revenge from anyone. We should always be thinking positive and making each and everyone our friend. Right? Okay. So now, as we move forward, we shall be listening to another story that I was telling yesterday of the horse and the horse rider. Okay, so let me share with you the presentation that we had. Where is my presentation? Yes, here it is. Okay, so in my presentation, I was showing you What? The mind and the intellect. So what is the difference between the mind and the intellect? So what happened once there was a, a king and there was a horse. The quality of that horse was, what was the quality of the horse? That whenever if you hit the horse at the back, the horse is going to run to its full speed. That was the quality of the horse. And the king who was sitting on the horse, he was not aware of it. He was not aware of it. The king was lean, the king was very thin, the king was very skinny. And secondly, the king was not knowing where his kingdom is. He was just aware that he is having a kingdom, but he was not aware how to go about the kingdom. So he was searching, actually, he was searching that what I should do to reach my kingdom with the help of this horse. With the help of this horse. So here what happened, that king and that horse, the king actually gave a very hard hit to the horse, and the horse was so powerful enough that he carried the king with him and to anonymous places, and that's how they both got lost. They both got lost. The king was not knowing where I am right now. And the horse was, so powerful, so mischievous. Even he was not knowing where to run, where not to run, what to either to move forward or to move backward. See, they both were distracted. They both couldn't reach their destination. So, what were the reasons why they both could not reach to the destination? Why they both couldn't reach to that place where they wanted to? The reason was, so what was the reason? The reason was, first, the king was not knowing what is the proper way to reach the destination. The destination was the kingdom, right? Secondly, the king was not powerful. The king was not having the power to control the horse, right? The horse was very powerful, but the king was not powerful enough to control the horse. So now the question is, how can we relate the horse and the horse rider as the mind and the intellect? So I'm going to ask you the question, both from amongst both of these, from when you see the horse and when you see the king, who is the mind and who is the intellect? Who is the mind and who is the intellect? Yes. Unmute yourself and tell me who's the mind and who's the intellect. Okay, who's the mind?
Horse is mind and the rider is intellect.
Horse is the mind. Okay, one at a time. One at a
Horse in the
time.
mind. Horse in the mind. Horse in the mind.
Okay, agreed. Agreed that horse is the mind. And who's the intellect?
The rider is the intellect.
The rider is the intellect.
Rider is the intellect.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you another question, that how is the horse rider intellect? How can you say the horse rider is the intellect? How can you say?
Because he don't know where is the knowledge of destination, he is not powerful.
Okay.
Horse is mind because he is also not knowing anything, but he was little powerful from the king.
Okay, so we are going to you gave correct answers, but just to see the relation between both of these things. We say the horse is the mind, and we say the horse rider is the intellect. Now, what is happening between your mind and your intellect? Let me just tell you what is happening here. You said yesterday that mind is mischievous, that mind is notorious, that mind is very chanchal, mind is not listening to me, right? All these things we say, na? Huh? So in this here we said the horse is very powerful. When you hit the horse is going to run at its full speed, right? We said that, na? So when we say that mind is horse, that means the horse is not mischievous. The only quality of the horse is that when you hit it, it is going to run at its full speed. In the same way, mind is also very powerful. Mind is also very powerful. If you are going to tell your mind what to think, the mind will automatically go there. The mind will automatically reach to that place. Okay, for example, I'm giving you an activity right now. Okay, so what is the activity? What is the activity? What is the activity that imagine that you are having an apple in your hand. Just imagine that you have an apple in your hand. So for that, you need to do your hand like this, raise your hand like this to have an apple in front of you. Just think that you have an apple in your hand.
Okay, Didi.
Okay. And now bring that apple close to your mouth
Okay, Didi.
and chew it. Ow. Now chew it. Feel the taste of it. Eat the apple. Can you feel the taste of the apple?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Didi.
Is it delicious? Is the apple delicious?
Yes,
Yes.
Didi.
Yes, it
What else do
is.
you want to eat? Do you want to eat gulab jamun or do
Yes.
you want to eat lemon?
Gulab jamun.
Gulab jamun.
Gulab jamun.
Okay.
Gulab
Gulab
jamun.
jamun.
So then think that you are having gulab jamun in your hand
Hmm.
and eat it. Feel the taste of gulab
I don't
jamun.
like gulab jamun.
Oh, you don't
Gulab
like
jamun.
gulab jamun.
Gulab jamun.
Gulab jamun.
Okay, so I think we all had apple and gulab jamun. So this is the power of mind. That when you say, when you give a task to the mind, it automatically runs, it automatically imagines. You know, it automatically sees those things and feel. You can have the feel of it.
Yes.
This is the power of
Yes,
mind.
Didi.
Okay.
Didi,
Yeah.
mind is like a machine.
Yeah, it's kind of a machine, but it's not. It's kind of a machine, but it's not. It's a
It is a
subtle
body
power.
part.
It's a software.
Whatever we think that happens.
Mind is software. Na? Yesterday we came to know that mind is software and body is the machine. Okay. So through
Yes.
in the form of the software, you are able to feel the taste of it. The taste is soft, na? The taste is something which is tangible, which is not tangible.
And
Okay, so now we are going to have another activity. Now I'm going to tell you
Ma'am, our body is like the
not
computer.
to think about monkey. Now I'm telling you not to think about monkey.
Didi.
You don't have to think about monkey. You don't have to think about monkey.
Okay.
You don't have to think about monkey.
Okay, ma'am.
There shouldn't be any monkey in your mind. So, huh? Is there anyone who's thinking about monkey? I told you not to think about monkey.
No, Didi.
No, Didi.
Okay.
No, Didi, you are telling us monkey and
Okay. Okay. So, how many of you actually followed my instruction? How many of you didn't think about monkey at all?
Didi. Siddharth
Ma'am,
Didi.
ma'am, I think
Oh, and
I think every one of you thought about
if you
monkey,
Didi,
right?
yes, Didi, little.
I think every one of you thought about monkey. How? You know why? Because the mind, it creates images. So when I told you that not to think about monkey, you created image of monkey, but you didn't create the image of not to think. Okay, so this is the power of mind, that mind only understands images. So when we give those thoughts to the mind, it automatically creates images. Okay, so with those images, with those visualizations, the mind becomes the most powerful instrument in the whole world. Your mind is very powerful. It can create everything. It can create lot of things. Huh? So now let us talk about intellect. So mind is something which is not mischievous. Mind is not something which is notorious. The only thing is mind is the most powerful thing that is within you. We all are having the most powerful thing in the world. Hmm? So that can create so many things. Huh? Now the second thing is intellect. As the horse rider, we are seeing intellect. So horse rider was having two problems. One was there was no knowledge of destination, and the second thing is the horse rider was not powerful. The king was not powerful, right? So because of these two things, what happened? The horse rider was not able to reach its destination. And secondly, the horse was taking the horse rider. The horse rider was not having power to control the horse also, right? To control the reins of the horse and stop it where to stop, whenever it is necessary to stop. So these things are happening with us also. Today, what is happening? What is happening today? Nowadays, what is happening? So, what all things are happening nowadays, that we all are dependent on our mind. What is happening? The horse is taking us, the mind is actually taking us to our destination, which is not proper, which we don't know. The intellect is not driving, the intellect doesn't know where to go, where not to go, because the mind is very powerful. So we are listening to our mind to make decisions. So the decision making task which was assigned to intellect is now being given to mind. So we are deciding through our mind what to do, what not to do. But as we just saw in this small example, that horse is just powerful enough to create images, to take us somewhere, but the horse is not the deciding faculty. The horse is not going to decide where you want to go and where you don't want to go. Intellect is something that should decide, but what has happened? Our intellect has become pervert, corrupted. That is why, your mother, your father, they always say, oh Bhagwan, mere bacche ko buddhi de de. Oh God, give my child intellect, because we all are having our intellects missing. The intellect has become perverted, the intellect has become small. So that is the reason why. That is the reason why we ask intellect from God. Mind we already have. We all have powerful minds. But when it comes to intellect, we always ask for a powerful intellect, and we also want knowledge to go to our destination. So that knowledge is also required. So both of these things today we are having those things. How are we getting those things? First of all, we are getting the knowledge, the spiritual knowledge, and the knowledge of all the things that are surrounding us. The most important thing is knowledge. So we need to know what is going around in the world, about spirituality also, about our universe also. So all those things are required for each and every one of us. So we should have knowledge of what we want. What is the purpose of my life? What is my destiny? What I want? What should be my milestones when we reach our destiny? So that I reach my destiny. So all those things, all that information is very much required. So we need to have wisdom inside. And secondly, we need power also, because without power, the mind is going to control the intellect. But we don't want mind to control the intellect. We want the intellect to be powerful so that the horse rider, the intellect can control the horse, the mind, and we can reach to our destination. So how is that going to happen? How can we get the power in the intellect? For that, we do meditation, we do concentration. So meditation is required so that our intellect becomes powerful. Okay, so that we make right decisions in our life. So when we meditate, when we concentrate, then we get lot of power inside, lot of self confidence is built inside. Then we reach our destination correctly. Okay, so that was the example of mind and intellect. Now we are having another example. Let's see what's the other example. Okay, so here we shall be learning about how we can tap our mind. So mind are of three types. One is unconscious mind, second is subconscious mind, and third is conscious mind. We shall be learning about these three kinds of minds. And let me just give you a small task that I don't want you to explain. I won't be explaining you about these three minds. I want you to search that what exactly is unconscious, what is subconscious, and what is conscious mind. So this is your homework. Okay, so all of you will have to do this. So you can go to internet and find that what are these three kinds of subdivisions of mind. Okay, so these are three subdivisions of mind. So what are these three kinds of mind? So I will be listening from you. Tomorrow or day after tomorrow, we will be listening from you that what exactly are the meanings of these three minds. But I am going to tell you the example of subconscious mind. So let us just see this beautiful example. So there was this girl, Rita. This girl was learning how to drive. And there was a person, there was Rita's father who was helping her to learn how to drive a car. But Rita was so fearful. Rita was very nervous while she was learning how to drive the car. So when she was learning how to drive the car, she was making lot of mistakes. What kind of mistakes she was making? Actually, when you drive a car, there is a procedure, a proper procedure when you drive a car. So you already are children, I think none of you will be knowing how to drive a car. Is there anyone amongst you who knows how to drive a car? Is there anyone? 4 participants raised hands. How is it possible? You all are teenagers. My goodness. 4 amongst you know how. 8 amongst you knows how to drive a car. Huh? How did your parents allow you to drive a car? Huh? That's so amazing. Wow. Okay. So you definitely will be learning how to how to ride a cycle. So how many of you know how to ride a cycle? How many of you know how to ride a cycle? Okay, 15, 16, 20, 21 participants raised hands. That means 22 of you know that how to ride a cycle. Okay, can any one of you just tell us the experience that when you learned how to ride a cycle? Was it a good experience you learned just at once, or was it a bad experience you hurt yourself, or you were you fall off the cycle? So was that a bad experience or a good experience when you started learning how to ride a cycle? Yes. So was it a good experience or a bad experience? So you can unmute yourself and tell me.
Didi,
One at a time.
Didi, I want to tell. Didi, I want to tell.
Wait a
Didi,
minute.
I want to
Okay.
tell.
Please select Simran Agarwal. So Simran is going to tell me. Simran, yes, you tell. Was
Yes,
that a good
Didi.
was that a good
Uh,
experience or a bad
uh,
experience?
Didi, at first I was so scared that I will fall off, but
Okay.
as I continued learning, I learned
Hmm.
how to ride a bicycle, and I was so happy.
Okay, so at the first attempt, you were really afraid of that how you will be riding it, because you were afraid that you will fall off, right?
Didi, I
Okay,
have a
now,
long
Yeah.
story about it. Didi, I have a
okay,
long story.
Anurag is going to
Can I
tell,
tell
Anurag
Kirti?
Behel is going to tell.
Didi, may I tell Madhav?
Can I tell Kirti? Didi, I have a long story about it.
You have a long story, but we don't have time to listen to your long story.
Didi, I can tell it in short.
I tell
Didi, I can tell it in short.
No, just tell me, was it a good experience or a bad experience? Yes or no?
Was a good experience.
It was a good experience.
it was a good experience.
Yes.
Yes.
First, I was
So were
pretty
you
scared,
afraid
but
that
then
you
I
will fall off the
learned.
cycle?
Didi, I was first afraid, but
Hmm.
after 3 days practicing, I was not afraid because I learned. And then
Okay.
sometimes one day I fall so bad that
Hmm.
I got a dressing.
Oh, you fall off the cycle, but not at that time, but later on.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
It was a
Okay.
really bad experience that
It
I
was a
got.
bad experience then, but now you must have learned how to ride a cycle. Huh?
I
You
have a
won't
24
be
inches
falling off the
cycle
cycle
now.
now. Yeah, you must have become a perfect cycle rider now,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
I
Yes.
think all of you must have practiced how to ride a cycle now, and all of you must have become good bicycle riders by now, right? Isn't it? So I am telling you this example. Why I am telling you this example? Earlier, when you were not knowing how to ride a cycle, you learned how to ride a cycle. In the same way, Rita here is learning how to drive a car. She doesn't know how to drive a car. So she's learning. She's practicing it. What she is doing, she's making mistakes. In the same way, you also would have made mistakes, what kind of mistakes you would have done. Just think about what mistakes you were doing when you were learning how to ride a cycle. There were few mistakes. You were actually taking off both your legs at one time when you were riding the cycle, thinking that I will balance it, but you were not able to balance the cycle. So you were falling off. Yeah, so there were few mistakes that you were doing, but then gradually you learned. With practice, you learned everything. So what happened? What happened now? Now you don't have to know. Now when you have learned everything, how to ride the cycle, and now when Rita also learned how to drive a car, now Rita is doing. She's driving the car and she's talking to the person who's sitting next to Rita. And now Rita is also driving the car, and she is even able to talk to the person who is sitting at the back of the car, and she can still drive the car. Right now, you also, as you have become good riders of the bicycle, you all are able to even make another child sit at the back of your seat in the cycle and take that person along with you on the ride. Is it possible or not for all of you? Now you are able to balance, even yourself also, and another child also who will be sitting with you. How is that possible? From where did you learn that balance? How did you learn that balance? The result, this is the outcome of the subconscious mind, where now you are having a programming inside, because we already told you, na, the mind is what? It is kind of a software. It is kind of a software. The soul is kind of a software. So what happens with practice? With practice, when you do a thing regularly, you develop a habit, and that's how that habit is stored in the subconscious. And when you do it repetitively, what is happening? The mind is trained. The mind is trained in a way that you don't have to seek learning anymore. You just become trained how to do it without even asking anyone. You become a master of it. Right? So this is the power of the subconscious mind. Now what happens? Let us see what happens. Another example. You have in front of you what? There is an elephant. There is an elephant. Now the story of elephant. What happened with this elephant? This elephant is crying. Why this elephant is crying? When this elephant was small, when the elephant was very small, what happened? The owner of this elephant, he tied this elephant with a rope, and his leg was one of his leg was tied to was tied with a rope, and this small elephant was not able to move anywhere. So he was crying every time. He wanted himself to get free. He wanted freedom. He wanted his owner to set him free. But what happened? This elephant was tied forever for his life. So when he grew up, when this small elephant grew up, and now he has become so big, he's actually tied with the same rope, and that rope is very small. That rope is not powerful, but the elephant has become very powerful. The elephant has become very powerful, but it is tied with the same rope that he was tied in his childhood. Now what happened? This elephant's mind is conditioned. This elephant doesn't understand that now I have become so powerful that I can actually break the rope with my power. But he is not trying to break the rope. He is just crying that I am actually a slave. I am actually a slave of my owner. I can't break the rope. So he's crying. But he can actually break the rope, because rope is that same rope with which he was tied in his childhood. But his mind is conditioned that I can't break the rope. Because when he tried that to break that rope in the childhood, all his efforts were in vain. All his efforts were of no use. So when he grew up as a big elephant, now also he thinks that I can't break this rope. So he stopped trying to break the rope. Huh? So this big elephant actually tried. He actually left the efforts. He's not making any efforts to break the rope now. Now what happens? Now what happens? A child like you, he goes there to the elephant and I whisper, and you would go and whisper into the elephant's ears. You are having lot of power. You are very powerful. If you really want yourself to set free, just try and break the rope once. You will be free. So then what happens? The elephant becomes aware of his power. The elephant becomes aware of his power and he tries again with all his might. He tries again to break the rope. And what happens? The rope is broken and the elephant is set free. So he goes to the jungle. He leaves his master and he thinks, now finally I got freedom. So what happened to the elephant? Actually, his mind got conditioned thinking that I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't do it. So we have to replace it. As I told you, something that we will be thinking forever and ever every time. If I will be thinking, I won't pass my exam. I am not good at maths. I am not good at science. I am not able to do this. I am not able to learn this. I won't be able to do this. All our confidence makes us goes to the all our confidence goes down. So what happens? We are not able to perform good. So we always should raise our confidence. We always should be thinking positive about ourselves, that I am having lot of power inside me. I am having lot of positivity inside me. I can break all the things, all the mind's foundations I can break. I am a very creative person. I can do miracles. I can do miracles. So it is breaking all the conditioning of the mind. So don't condition your mind with what people think about you, with what your parents think about you. Make your own positive decisions. Make your own self, create your own big self, what you think of yourself, what you want to become. Okay, just make your destiny beautiful, what you want for yourself. Okay, just have big vision for yourself, what I want to become, what I really want to become. Okay, so this is really becoming empowered. You are going to really become empowered in that way. Okay, so now how the bad habits are developed. How do we develop bad habits? So, as I told you, the mind is very powerful. And when we see that the elephant was conditioned that it can't break the rope, in the same way, we develop bad habits. So, how many of you, can I ask a question? How many of you have ever, okay, how many of you have ever lied? Just raise your hand honestly. How many of you has ever lied? Okay. So, how many of you were harmed by lying? How many of you were really harmed after lying? Were you harmed after lying? Hmm? No? How many of you thought that that lying was good? I was saved. How many of you think that I was saved actually by lying? So how many of you think that it was not good to lie? Good. That's good. Okay. So that was just an example, a thing about that when we lie, what happens? Lying becomes something which is very common nowadays in people because we believe that lying is implicit inside us. So we always think that by lying we will be saved. And this is a shortcut method to avoid things, right? But in the long run, our personality is going to change because this is going to be our habit. And habit, as I told you, if once you develop a habit, it is going to grow, and it's going to grow in a very different manner. So honesty is the best policy. You always should learn how to be positive, how to be honest in all your interactions. We should never lie. Here, what is happening? We are seeing two children here. One is a boy and one is a girl. What is the story with this boy? You know, this boy, he saw his father smoking one day, and he just thought, there was a thought in his mind that my father is smoking, that means it is good thing to smoke, because what my father is an ideal person for me, so I will always follow my parents. So he thought, if my father is smoking, then I can also do that. So he actually stole one cigarette from his father's pocket, and he actually joined a friend of his, and they both started, the boy, you know, he consoled that other small girl who was his friend, and they both started smoking. So they both were doing and repeating the same thing what they saw their parents they did. Okay, so they all thought that it's going to be something good experience. So they will be having something new. They will be enjoying. They will be feeling good. So this is their first experience, and because they have seen their parents, their father doing it, so definitely it's going to be something good. They will be learning something new. So what happened? They both smoked the cigarette together, and they had little cough, and later on they felt okay. It was a okay experience. But then after 1 or 2 days, this boy had another craving of doing and repeating the same thing. So he again stole cigarettes from his father's pocket, and they both went together and they both smoked the same cigarette again. And then after few days, he started having the habit of stealing the cigarettes from his father's pocket, and he started smoking the cigarette, and they both became habitual of smoking without their parents knowing that they both of these have learned how to smoke. And they become habitual of it. Now they both became chain smokers, and not just that, when they grew up, we see both of them not just having the cigarettes together, but they are having alcohol together. They were drinking together, and then they were having drugs together. So we see nowadays lot of children in schools, even 11th and 12th class childrens, we are seeing that they are developed with lots and lots of bad habits like these. Why? Because they copy someone, they see someone. So just check yourself. What habits am I developing? Am I developing a good habit or a bad habit? So is it easy for you to develop a habit? It is that easy to develop a habit. what did it take? Did it take to develop a habit? Nothing. It was that easy to develop a habit. But to leave a habit, is it easy to leave a habit? You can ask the experiences of so many children who actually developed these kind of habits, and then they were sent to the hospitals and they suffered a lot when they were asked to give up smoking, and when they were asked to give up drinking. They really suffered a lot, because it is not easy to give up these bad habits. So it is easy to develop a habit because it is easy to train a mind, but it is very difficult to untrain a mind. Huh? To untrain a mind. So if you have learned something bad, that is, you have learned that things, but to undo that thing, it takes lot of time, a lot of effort. So when you develop a habit, just check yourself whether this is good or bad, whether this is going to benefit me in the long run, or this is going to spoil me and spoil my life in the long run. So what are good habits? What are good habits? So we all will be discussing tomorrow that what are good habits that we all should learn. So this is another homework for all of you. So what was the first homework that I gave all of you? The first homework was what are the subconscious mind, the unconscious mind, and the conscious mind. So we all will be going to the internet and searching if they are going to be good examples of these three minds. And the second task, the second homework that you all will be doing is what are the good habits that we all can develop. So what are the good habits? So you all will be telling me about the good habits tomorrow. Okay. So yes, now it is the time to ask questions. So you all can ask. I'm unmuting you all. So one person at one time. Okay. One person at one time.
Didi,
Yes.
I have seen many people smoking, but I have seen very rare children smoking. But it is not a good habit.
But it is not a
Good habit. So,
yes.
Didi, when we smoke, we suffer a lot. But
Yes.
what is the thing that smoke does in our body?
What is the thing that
Didi, may I
This
tell the answer?
smoking does in our body, and how can we stop it to do the bad habits?
Didi, may I tell the answer?
what kind of bad habit you have?
Means how to break these bad habits,
How to
like
break the
smoke.
bad habit?
Yes,
Yes, that is a
like
very good
smoking
question.
and
First of all, in order to break a bad habit, wrong habit, first of all, you have to recognize that what bad habit you have. If you have a bad habit, write it down that I am having this bad habit. You can talk to your parents about it. You can talk to your teachers about it. Sometimes, if you don't find power in you to check this bad habit, you can tell them that please remind me if I do something bad, because this is my bad habit and I want to change it. So you can avoid yourself engaging into that bad habit by avoiding all those things that make you do it. So it depends on what kind of bad habit you have. So for example, as I said, lying sometimes, is a bad habit. So you lie. So when you think of lying, when you think that I can lie and I can easily escape. I can easily avoid this situation by lying. I can tell lie to my teacher that I did my homework, I learned this thing. But instead of choosing to lie, choose to be honest and choose to be truthful at that point of time, if, without even thinking about the consequences of what is going to happen. The teacher is going to scold me, my parents are going to scold me, I did that. If I won't lie, then the things are going to be worse. Don't think about the consequences, just think about the right thing that is necessary to be done at that time. So, in order to break the bad habits, we should forget about the consequences. We should always choose the right thing which is necessary at that point. Okay. Okay. And then, secondly, as I told you, tell your parents, tell your teachers about it, that you are actually having this problem, this bad habit, and you want to change it.
And
Okay.
Didi,
Then they
I
will.
have another question.
Hmm.
For that, for taking good habits, we have to do Raj Yoga meditation also.
Yeah, meditation, as I told you, na, meditation makes the intellect powerful. So when your intellect is powerful, then only you will be able to make right decisions for yourself. Otherwise, the right decisions and the implementation of those decisions won't be powerful. So if you want to implement all the decisions that you took for yourself in a right manner, in a proper manner, if you want to have enough strength inside you to make right decisions and act in that manner, then you need to do meditation. So meditation basically empowers you from inside, brings confidence inside you so that you do right things in life.
Okay, ma'am.
Ask something.
Thank you, Didi.
Okay. So is there any other question from anyone?
Yes, Didi.
Yes, please.
Didi, I read. I have a
Yes, what is your question? Yes, who was asking?
Didi, I have a question.
Yes, please go on.
Didi, we see somebody to smoking. So how we stop this?
No, you can't stop anyone. You can just tell them that it is not good to smoke, but don't try to stop them from smoking, because this that person may become offended at that time, and he may hit you at that time, he may become really angry at that time if you are going to stop him, and that may result in a very big fight between you and him. So don't stop a person from smoking, but you can just see the right moment when you can give a good advice to that person that it is not good to smoke. You should leave it, because in the long run you will be suffering, because the side effects of smoking are very bad. You may develop a cancer, or some other disease may happen to you. So this is not good for your health. So it is injurious to health. And even on a smoking packet, on a cigarettes packet, you are given the instruction that smoking is injurious to health. So if the cigarette packet is saying that it is injurious, then why are you having this poison inside you? Okay, so this smoking is poison. So you can tell that person politely, not with a fight. Politely, you can tell the person that it is not good to smoke. You should leave it, but at the right moment, not at the time to stop him. No, there should not be any kind of anger inside you, or any kind of the feeling to stop that person immediately.
Didi, I have another doubt.
Yes.
Didi, there is one uncle in our building. He's
Hmm.
very dangerous and he smokes. So how can we stop? So how can we advise him? We are very afraid of him.
You are afraid of him, but you
because
can just
if we ask a question, he says very loudly, and
Hmm.
so we are very afraid. So how can
Hmm.
we tell that uncle?
You can tell the uncle for the first time. You can tell the that uncle that uncle, it is not good to smoke, because if you will be smoking, you will be teaching and giving lessons to others, children like me, who will be seeing you and watching you smoke, and they will also learn how to smoke. So you are becoming a very bad teacher for everyone. So because what you do, people learn and follow you. So please don't smoke. It is also not good for your health. You can just give a small advice as a child to the uncle, but if he doesn't listen to you, don't bother about him. So ignore him. Don't see him. Okay.
Didi, I
If the
wanted to
if
ask.
uncle becomes very angry, so it is not good to make anyone angry. Let him enjoy his cigarette. So he will be having his karma returning back to him. Okay, your task is not to be afraid. Your job is not to be afraid. You did your job. You gave that uncle a good advice, but leave that uncle on his own.
Didi, can I say you a story why we are afraid of him?
Yes,
Can,
why you are afraid of him?
one time we were playing in our entrance and we
Hmm.
were very tired. So we
Hmm.
sat on his scooty. So
Hmm.
we were seeing all the machines. So uncle came and he said, "Go away from my scooty." He shouted on us. So from that day we are very afraid of him.
Okay, okay. So he must be having a bad mood that day. That doesn't mean he is a bad person,
No,
but he will be there.
he does it daily. So we
Okay.
don't go near his scooty also.
Oh, he is a patient. He is a patient. That means he is always in a bad mood. But there are people like that, no, who always remain
Yes.
in bad moods. So we should avoid those people. Our mood should always be happy, so that we make everyone happy.
Yes,
Right?
Didi.
So you should not
Yes.
Didi,
spoil your mood by seeing that uncle. You should always have your mood your mood should always be very fine and okay and always happy. Keep
Didi, I
your mood
wanted
up
to
Okay.
every
ask
time.
something.
Okay,
Didi,
Didi.
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you.
Madhav.
Didi, I was saying that if we are afraid of something, that then what we should do?
If we are afraid of something, what are you afraid of?
Ma'am dying, Didi dying.
Okay, you are afraid of dying. Oh my God, didn't I tell you that you can't die? Huh? Did I tell you that? No, I forgot. I'm so sorry. Yesterday and day before yesterday, we learned that the soul is what? You are a soul, and soul is an energy. The soul is energy, and you are a energy. So energy is neither created nor
Destroyed.
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 Didi,
So it can
soul can
only
never
be
die. Soul
what?
can never die.
Soul
Soul
can
can
never
never die.
die. So soul is energy, your pure consciousness, you can never die. Who dies then? Then who dies? People say
I
you are
learned
going
that
to
in
die, you are
Krishna
going to die.
program.
Who's going to die?
Our body.
Didi, soul leaves the body.
Who dies then? The soul leaves the body and takes another body. No one dies. Even this body is made up of five elements, and they are mixed at one point of time, and they will be mixed after when the soul leaves the body. All the five elements inside this body are going to mix into the five elements. So even the five elements are never destroyed. So it's just that the soul is using this instrument. Otherwise, no one dies. No one in the world has ever died. We
Didi,
all are immortal, imperishable souls. We cannot die. No one can die.
Didi, I want to ask something.
Didi, I have a question.
Hmm.
Doubt.
So, Madhav, did you get the answer to your question?
Yes, Didi.
Yes. So now don't think that you can die. Huh? So the thing is that you have to keep yourself safe. How? Because we need to keep the body safe. That doesn't mean that you have to have lot of stunts in your life because you cannot die. The soul doesn't die. You need to secure your body. You need to care for your body. You need to care for the health of your body and the health of the soul also. But the thing that this fear of dying should not be there because no one of us can die. The
Didi,
soul is
how should I
immortal.
Didi, how should I meditate for this?
For this, you need to concentrate on your own self. When you meditate, sit in meditation, sit in silence for a few minutes. And when you wake up early in the morning, if you are having the thoughts, just sit in for 4 5 minutes with you and think over it. Who am I? Ask this question to yourself. Who am I? Am I this body? No, I am not this body. I am a point of light soul residing here in the center of my forehead. I am pure energy. I am using this body. I am immortal. I am imperishable. Nothing, nobody can kill me. So remind me, this thing, make this thought very firm inside you. So daily, if you are going to practice these thoughts, then all the fears, all those thoughts of fear inside you will go. Okay?
Didi, Didi, can you give a topic in a group for meditation?
Okay, that's good. So what do you want to meditate upon? I think this is a very good topic to meditate, as Madhav said, how we should meditate. So this topic is very good. So we all are imperishable, immortal souls. We cannot die. We are eternal beings of light, points of light, and we are stars, just like small, small stars in the sky.
Didi,
Okay?
Didi, I actually want to hear your one video. I didn't hear your video. Can
Okay.
you give? Can you share from YouTube?
Okay. That video that I always share after the end of the class.
No, Didi, in YouTube, from YouTube.
Okay. Okay. I will share the link of the YouTube on in your WhatsApp group. Okay.
Thank you, Didi.
Okay. So shall we meditate now?
Didi, I have a question.
Okay. Yes. Please go on.
Didi, my parents say that we should meditate by opening our eyes.
Hmm.
So, Didi, please tell the procedure once because I couldn't meditate by opening my eyes.
Okay. When I told you that you have to see that you have an apple in your hand. So did you see the apple with your closed eyes? Or did you see the apple with your open eyes?
With the closed eyes.
Didi, closed eyes.
Closed
You,
eyes.
you saw the
Closed
apple.
eyes.
You saw the apple with your closed eyes?
Yes, the closed.
Yes, Didi.
Open eyes.
Yes.
Think over it.
Didi, open eyes. Didi, open eyes.
Closed eyes or open eyes?
Didi, open eyes.
Open
Close,
eyes because we can see only from our
close,
senses.
close,
Closed.
close,
Eyes.
closed
Didi,
eyes,
open
Okay,
eyes.
now all of
closed
you
eyes.
open your eyes. I'm going to give you another activity right now. All of you sit in front of your screen camera and with your eyes open. Okay? Now I'm giving you some thoughts. Okay? And you all will be visualizing whatever thoughts I will give you. With your open eyes, you will be doing it. Okay? Don't breathe in, breathe out. I will give you the thoughts and then you will do your exercise. Okay. So now all of you are sitting with your eyes open. Don't close your eyes. Don't close your eyes. Okay. Sit with your eyes open. Now you all are sitting in your homes, right? Now we all will be going to the school. Just think that you are standing in front of your school. Think that you all are standing in front of your school. Don't close your eyes. Think you are standing in front of your school. You are seeing that there is a big gate of your school in front of you. Are you able to see the gate of your school?
Yes, Didi.
Yes, Didi.
Okay.
No,
Now,
Didi, I can't.
Didi, I can.
I can't.
those who can't, just try. You will see the gate of your school.
Didi, I can.
Didi, I could see for a second.
Okay. Don't worry. That's how we'll develop concentration.
Yes,
Now,
Didi.
there was a gatekeeper who opened that gate for you. You are seeing the gate of your school opening up. Just see that there is a gatekeeper who's opening the gate of your school for you to come inside. Are you able to see?
Yes, Didi.
Yes, Didi.
Yes, Didi.
Didi, it
Okay.
is blurring. It is blurring.
Yeah, it's going to take little time, but gradually with practice, this will happen.
Didi, when I am moving my eyes, I am not able to, but when I am focusing on one object only, so then I can.
Focus on one object. Focus, look in the front. Look in the front, and I am giving you the thoughts, and you are making images of what thoughts I am giving you. Okay, this is how we meditate. So you are doing the meditation with open eyes right now. So whatever thoughts I give you, just imagine them that they are happening in front of you. Okay?
Puppy.
Didi, why can't we meditate with our closed eyes?
I will tell you that. First of all, let me just finish this exercise. Okay, so now step inside the school. As you see, the gate is now open. Just step inside the school and go to your class. Follow that direction. Follow the direction of your class in your school and go to your class. With your eyes open, don't close your eyes. Go to your class with your eyes open. Are you able to go to your class?
Yes,
Are you
Didi.
walking or running?
Yes,
Didi.
Exactly. Didi.
Are you walking or running to your class?
Yes,
walking.
Walking to your class? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I reached to my school time, when I used to study in school, I reached that time. See, this is the power of mind that I can imagine with open eyes that how my school time would have been, huh? How my school time was and how much I enjoyed it. So what happens now that you see your class in front of you and you enter into your class and you already see that I accept you, each and every one, all your friends, all your class colleagues are sitting in the class.
Didi, now I am also sitting in the class.
You are also sitting in the class, but you have just entered. Except you, each and every one is sitting in the class. All your friends, all your school friends are sitting inside the class. Just see all of them. You enter into the class and you are seeing all your friends sitting on the benches. All the girls and all the boys, they all are sitting in the class in their school uniform, and you are just having a view of it with your eyes open. Are you able to see?
Yes, Didi.
Okay, so now this is your favorite class and this is your favorite subject. So who's the teacher? Decide for your own self. If you like maths, just see the maths teacher who's teaching. If you like science, just see the science teacher in front of you.
History teacher.
If you like Hindi or English, just see the Hindi or English teacher in front of you. Whichever subject you like. It's the same subject your teacher is teaching, and you see that teacher. And that teacher becomes very happy to see you. And that teacher is raising his or her hand towards you, saying, "Welcome, Madhav," or "Welcome, Anurag," or "Welcome, Madhvi. Welcome to the class." Your teacher is greeting you, saying you, "Welcome to the class." So is it a good meditation with your open eyes? Then you say hi to all your colleagues and hi to all your friends in the class. Say hello to all your friends in the class, and your friends are waving back to you. And your friends are waving back to you in that class, and then you say bye. Now you step out of that class of yours. Step out of that class of yours. See yourself stepping out of your class. Now go back to that main gate of the school. Go back to that main gate of the school. Run. Now run. Now run. Go back to that main gate. Now see that the gatekeeper is again opening gate for you. And you are again standing in front of your school. And now come back here.
Didi, now it's dispersal time.
Now it's what?
Dispersal time.
Yes. Okay. So that was a good meditation commentary.
Yes,
So
Didi.
you went to your school, you waved to your friends, you met with all your friends, you waved to them, you said hi to your class teacher, you remembered everyone, and then you came back.
Didi,
So that was the, what was it? What was it? That was the procedure of meditation. You did it with open eyes.
Didi,
So
I have a funny scene when I didn't join this class. Before joining this class at night, my mother was saying that to meditate. So I meditate for 10-15 minutes, and then and I was very sleepy. And when I kept my head on the bed, after 1 minute, I dreamed.
so funny. You're so cute. Okay. Yes, you were having a good sleep and that's why you were dreaming. So see, you yourself told me that what is the result of, closing the eyes, that you become sleepy. When you close your eyes in meditation, you tend to sleep. Then what is the purpose of meditation? So
But
if you
now it does not happen because I practice.
Yes, it is good that you practice, but sometimes when you meditate, when you sit in meditation, and if you close your eyes, most of the time people sleep. And their mind, because the mind takes rest at that time. No? So because of rest, your mind becomes sleepy and you are not meditating at that time when you are sleeping. So attentiveness is very necessary. Concentration of mind is very necessary
And
when you are meditating.
Didi, there is one more thing. Now when I sit to meditate, now my head does not go to sleep only.
Hmm.
The change happened very funnily.
ओम शांति। टाइम हो
Okay.
गया है, टाइम का ध्यान रखेंगे।
I know the time is running out and we are having lot of questions of lot of children. Okay, so we will go, we will have a small, we already had a very beautiful activity of meditation, but meditation, spiritual meditation also for 2 minutes. We will just have an experience of that also, and we will end our session for today. Okay,
What is spiritual meditation?
what is what?
Spiritual meditation.
Spiritual meditation that we will be learning now. So spiritual meditation means that you think yourself as point of light energy. And then when you concentrate here, that is spiritual meditation. So I am giving you thoughts now. I will be showing you a video and you, whatever thoughts I give you, then you just imagine in the same way. The exercise that we just did. In the same way, imagine and visualize those thoughts. That is spiritual meditation.
Didi,
Okay,
can you
so
share the same video in the WhatsApp group so for us to
okay,
meditate?
we'll do that. We'll do that.
Didi,
Hmm. Yes.
by opening our eyes.
Yes, by opening your eyes, practice this by opening your eyes.
Okay.
Now, focus in the center of the forehead. Bring all your attention to the center of the forehead and try to see yourself as a point of light. I am an eternal, imperishable, peaceful, loveful, blissful point of light, sparkling and shining in the middle of the forehead like a star. I am the owner of this body. I am an eternal actor performing a character role. This body is my costume. The whole world is like a big drama. But I am a hero actor. I am playing a life-changing role. I am making a difference by bringing positive change in others' lives. I'm not concerned about losing. Failures may happen sometimes, but as I see this world as an eternal playground, I'm an eternal player. I always focus on my performance. I will never give up. I will give my best shot. And as I see this world as a guest house, and even my body as a temporary house. I have rented this body. I am a guest in this body and in this world. One day I will have to leave. I am going to take back good sanskaras with me, good karma with me. So I am not accumulating any bad karmic accounts. I am always creating good karmic accounts, giving happiness to others. I have learned that giving something to someone is going to bring that thing back to me. What I give comes back to me. As a guest, I am just giving happiness, love, peace to others. And so what I give, I get it in return. I'm a beautiful passenger. Life is just like a journey. I'm on this eternal journey. One day my stop is going to come and I'll disembark. I am on this never-ending journey. With this consciousness, I always move on happily. I always perform good actions. My drama, my act is the best act. My role is the best role. My game is the best game. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. We'll meet tomorrow again. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye. Okay, Vidya Ben, end करूं session? अच्छा, unmute करूं?
ओम शांति। बहुत बहुत थैंक्स शिविका बहन, बहुत अच्छा कोर्स आप करा रहे हैं और बच्चों को भी क्लियर हो रहा है। बच्चे भी, सबको अच्छा लग रहा है कोर्स? ओके। लेकिन टाइम ओवर हो जा रहा है तो टाइम का ध्यान रखना है, क्योंकि कोर्स टाइम है 7 to 8 और आधे घंटे से भी ज्यादा हो गया है ना, तो बहुत सारे बच्चे लीव कर लिए हैं। इसलिए कल से सबका टाइम यही रहेगा, 7 से 8 में ही आपका कोर्स कंप्लीट होगा और 15 मिनट आप लोग जो भी 10 मिनट में क्वेश्चन आंसर कर सकते हैं। एक दिन ऐसा करेंगे कि लास्ट दिन सब पूरा सेशन ही क्वेश्चन आंसर कर रखेंगे, ठीक है? आप लोग 2-4 बच्चे अब बीच में पूछ लीजिएगा, फिर लास्ट में अपने क्वेश्चन जो भी हो नोट करके रखिए। जब आपका कोर्स कंप्लीट हो जाएगा तो सारे बच्चों के क्वेश्चन आंसर उस समय लिए जाएंगे, ठीक है? तो टाइम का ध्यान रखेंगे, क्योंकि कई बच्चों का मुझे मैसेज आ रहे हैं कि लास्ट में उनको डांस करना होता है, लेकिन टाइम इतना नहीं है, इसलिए हम डांस नहीं करा पाएंगे। बताओ कौन कौन करना चाह रहे हो डांस? क्योंकि इसमें छोटे बच्चे भी हैं, बड़े हैं। बड़ों को तो ठीक समझ में आया, लेकिन छोटे बच्चे को एंटरटेनमेंट चाहिए, वो हो नहीं पा रहा है। तो कौन कौन बच्चे डांस करना चाहते हो? अच्छा, अभी भी हाथ उठ रहा है, लेकिन अभी नहीं कराएंगे क्योंकि 8:30 से ज्यादा हो गया, क्योंकि 9 बजे दूसरा क्लास शुरू होना है ना।
कल हम शुरू में ही डांस करा लेते हैं।
नहीं नहीं, लास्ट भी क्लास के बाद ही करेंगे। शुरू में मेडिटेशन करेंगे, मेडिटेशन के बाद कोर्स होगा, और कोर्स मना 8:15 में कंप्लीट कर देंगे कल से ना। तो
अच्छा।
कल ये टाइम का ध्यान रखेंगे, और आज का सेशन यहीं पे स्टॉप करते हैं। तो आपका बहुत अच्छा, आपका जो समझाने का तरीका है बच्चों को क्लियर हो रहा है, बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है, और बच्चे भी कोर्स अच्छे से समझ रहे हैं। और लास्ट के दिन हम सब बच्चों से क्वेश्चन करेंगे ना कि आप लोगों ने क्या क्या सीखा। इसलिए बड़े ध्यान से आप सुनना, नोट करना, और हो सकता है इसका हम आगे आपको टेस्ट भी लें। ठीक है, तो इन बातों का ध्यान रखेंगे। अच्छा, ओम शांति।
ओके, ओम शांति।
और कल ठीक है।